We should be on. All right, we good. All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation, hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, we're GMS Memphis, all right, / Mississippi. All right, going into part 2 of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, picking up, from the lesson from last week. All right, we'll finish the chapter out, because we're in the time, all right, of these prophecies, fulfilling themselves. We're seeing the build up, to this place going to complete chaos, which the chapter goes into that, and it's going to lead, all right, the end game is this place being completely destroyed by nuclear destruction, all right, in the Third World War, all right, which will be spearheaded, by Russia, all right, doing a nuclear onslaught on America along with other nations, So we're gonna get straight into the precepts, Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters are edified, all right. You can go ahead and get that, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it.
Yep. Hey, because you see, people don't, really understand, all right, the mood of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Even though you have the prophets, day in and day out, night in and night out, telling, our people, that the anger is pissed. I mean, that the Most High is pissed at this place, man. All right, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is angry. His indignation, which is a righteous anger, is kindled, against this society, man, especially the landmass, of America, Zahab, you can get that, Amos 9 and 8.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8, and it reads, Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Yeah, and that's going to be their remnant. But the Most High is finna remove a whole landmass off the earth because of his anger. You see, no one's considering the Lord's anger in this time. People are hell bent, to continue on, all right, living how they want to live, man. No regard, for the mood of the Heavenly Father. You see, here it is, the creator of everything is pissed at the earth and no one's considering. Everyone's still doing the things that provoking him to anger. So he's just gonna make a statement and remove a whole landmass off the earth, man. Turn the whole landmass into a desert, all right, because of their righteous anger. Y'all get that Psalm 7 and 11. Yep.
This is Psalm 7 and 11. The Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
The Most High is angry with the wicked every day. You see? So the Most High, I am his son Yahweh Shai, because what the scriptures say, me and my father are one. So how the Heavenly Father feel, all right, Yahweh Shai is in the same spirit. You see? And they're angry at the wicked every day, man. So Yahweh Bashim Al Shai he's more angry with this society today than he was yesterday. And he's going to be more angry tomorrow. And it's going to lead to what? Him judging this place, man. Judging these people. You see? So you go back in Isaiah, bro, unless y'all had some. Oh, yeah, you got it.
I got some.
Okay, you got it, bro. You had some too, or not?
Nah, but y'all can had.
Yeah, this is Habakkuk 3 and verse 2. It says, O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known in wrath, remember mercy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You
that's
break
what
it
we're
down, bro.
looking for. We know that judgment coming, man. That wrath of the Most High is coming, man. So we want him to remember that mercy, man. To have mercy upon us while we going through this, man. You know.
Come on.
But you got it, bro.
Come on. You guys are up.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 19. It says, Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. You know, like you were going into, hey, the Lord's pissed off at this place, and that's why, you know, you're seeing uproars of the people and famine and plague, you know, viruses spreading, and basically judgment going forth. And then verse 20, it says, But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So, you know, although, you know, we see the signs of what's happening, you know, judgment taking place, prophecies taking place, but the wicked, you know, they turn right back to their wickedness, and they're not mindful of the scourges. And that's why the Lord is his anger is intensifying with this place. It's like when you it's like when you you know, you have a child, you know, you start taking away his toys and then putting them in timeout for, you know, scourges. But then if he doesn't, you know, listen to that, that's when you bring out the belt. And if he doesn't if he still doesn't turn from the belt, then that's when you just gotta, you know, kick him out of the house or something.
You got to put straight hands on him then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got
Hey, can I jump down in this Habakkuk? I got one more.
You got it, bro.
All right, this Habakkuk 3 and 8. It says, Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation.
Yeah, so when the chariots enter this realm, you know, the earth is going to be, you know, shaking violently. Like the chariots, like all that power from the spirit world coming to this realm, you know, it's going to cause the earth to shake violently. And also Habakkuk is seeing that, and he like, you know, he's asking the Most High, like, are you angry at the waters? Are you angry, you know, at the sea? You see? So when Yahushua come into this realm, man, it's gonna be with a lot of power, and it's gonna be, you know, with that indignation, man, because he come to make a statement. Because this is an anti-Messiah society, you know. So he has to make a statement, you know, because you gotta think they, you know how Jake is. You come to a society that's anti-you, and you got all the power. You see? Well, you know, what kind of statement you finna make? All this disrespect. They got you painted as a damn Edomite, big ass statue, you know. Got told that's me. No, man. We finna go at it, man. You know? Yeah, you go back. You got it, Karak.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Yep, go ahead.
And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
Yep.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yeah, hey, he said he gonna cause the haughtiness, all right, and the arrogancy of the proud to cease. All right. And you go into the word cease in the blue letter, you know. The Most High said he gonna make pride cease in the earth, man, because pride is at an all-time high. You know, you got homeless people proud, bad built women proud, broke niggas proud. You see, everybody proud. You know, so the pride has to be, you know, addressed, man. You see, people are not just wicked; they're proud in their wickedness, man. You see, now you get that word, so like get that word cease in the blue letter, and then a brother get that Jeremiah 50. I want to say is it 30, 31. You can get it. You know, get Jeremiah 50 and 31. All right, but you get that word cease. It's in the Hebrew, it's Shabbat. All right, the same word for Sabbath, and it says to exterminate, to destroy. All right, to cause, to desist from, to remove. Yeah, so the Most High is about to remove pride from the earth through judgment. All right, people not going to be proud, you know, when times, you know, get extremely hard in the earth, man. You see, because right now, especially in America, all right, people enjoy a life really of being pampered, you know, because if you, all right, you got people, you know, that make minimum wage, but in society, you know, the American dollar, you know, is so strong, you know, you still can kind of be pampered, man. You still can eat 3 times a day, you know, you can, you know, go to the store, buy 6 packs, you know, this is a society of convenience and people being pampered. But see, when it shuts off, you know, and their convenience is gone, that you know, their sense of security is gone, you know, we're gonna see pride, you know, be removed. See, pride gonna go out the back door, you know, when convenience go out the front, pride going out the back door, you know, and people just gonna be through. You got that, and your brother had something else? Go with that. You get that Jeremiah, bro.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord of Yahweh Shem Yahweh of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
Yo, so the Most High is finna visit thou most proud, you know, and everyone is at the peak of their pride right now. Everybody is at the peak of their pride, man. All right, niggas, the nigga woman, you know, they got their false victory, you know, their pseudo victory of the George Floyd trial. Niggas getting taxes, niggas getting stimulus checks. All right, niggas getting what they getting, the unemployment. You know, everyone's at the peak of their pride. Esau has the whole world in mask. You know, everyone's at the peak of their pride. He's, you know, jabbing people up. You see, he's causing, you know, it looked like he's making progress within his new world order, man. So everyone is in their pride, you know, from the elites all the way down, you know, to the low level, you know. But that's finna cease from the top to the bottom. Anybody has some?
Con, I got some.
You got some? Okay, yeah, get yours out, then you get yours on. Y'all can know.
Yeah, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3. I'm going to start at 1. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Then, you know, we can keep reading in it, but it's kind of lengthy.
Yeah, hey, because read it from the top again, bro.
Con, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Yeah, peril, dangers, you know, evils, you know, very dangerous times. You know, go ahead.
Con. It says full of danger or risk.
Yeah.
Exposed to imminent risk of disaster or ruin.
Yeah, hey, because like you say, right now, you know, you still got women. A woman can sit at her house, you know, get drunk, put on a little dress and go to a club at 10, 11 o'clock at night. You see? But the times to come, there's not gonna be popping like that, you know. You're gonna be hoping somebody don't come up in there, you know. Ain't gonna be no going out, you know, exposing yourself, rejecting, you know, you rejecting niggas for 4 hours, you know, then you go back home. No, no, no. That's gonna be over with. You see? You gonna be hoping niggas don't come in. You see? You ain't gonna be able to go eat, you know, going to the gas station and you know the selfie stick and all that. Nah, it's gonna be going down. You see?
Mhm.
And if you don't have that hedge, all right, you through. And that's why, you know, we doing because we know we need a hedge in that time, man. You know? You got y'all that was it on there, bro.
Yeah, I was going to read verse 2 again.
Okay, yeah,
Listen.
read again.
It says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy." And, you know, the main highlight is, you know, they're lovers of their own selves and proud, boasting.
That's why
You
you
know?
got a society of selfies. You know, this is a society that's how many pictures can you take of yourself every day? You know, every day, you know, you're taking multiple pictures of yourself and posting, you know, and sit around and wait on the comments. You know,
Yeah,
love with yourself, man. This is a very self-centric, you know, narcissistic society, man. You know,
they're saying like attention is a new currency. Like attention has replaced like real currency, basically, like cash, in like the digital age.
God, God damn. Yeah, and you can believe it, you know, cause yeah, and that's a fact because you got women that can make $10,000 a month, you know, from OnlyFans, and all they doing is, you know, stealing attention, you know. But their pride has to reach its peak, you know, so the Most High, you know, can bring it down. You know, it's gonna be a hard fall, especially in America, man. You know, what you got, y'all can know. You had one too, or not?
Yeah, I got one.
I got one
All right,
too.
you get yours, y'all can know. Okay, come get yours, y'all can know. Get yours, or not.
All right. This is Sirach 10 and verse 2. It says,
Yep.
"As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein."
Yep. And that's what you see because it starts with the top. Like Esau sets the standard, you know. You know what Esau says? He's, you know, got that self-made spirit, you know, because really Esau history is him bragging on himself. When you go into the history that we learned in school, you know, the holidays he got, the Mount Rushmore, the dollars, is this nigga bragging on himself, man. You know? And what does rap consist of? Niggas got a whole album bragging about him, you know, and talking about how broke everybody else is, man. You know? So what did a nigga get that spirit from? A Edomite, man. You know? You got not.
This is a whack 25 and 2. 3 sorts of man my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the point. A poor man that is proud, like you were going into, right? You got homeless people that just proud as hell, man. Why? You know?
Yeah.
Everything finna be addressed, you know. Everything, you know, reality is finna slap the shit out of a lot of people, you know. That's the time that we at according to prophecy. Anybody else who else had something?
I had one.
Okay, yeah, you got it, bro.
This is second Idris chapter 8, verse 50. It say, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they had walked in great pride."
Yep. You know, and let's say and Pride is constantly, addressed in the scriptures, man, and especially in these cities, like these big cities, man. It's a lot of pride in these cities, man. You just fast life, especially those of the upper echelon. You know, there's a lot of pride, man. Like I say, that convenience that they have. You got scripts of restaurants, scripts of clubs. You know, you can just get this attention. Out on the town. Hanging out downtown, the rooftop restaurants and mimosas in the morning, and you just ball and parlay all day, man. But that's finna stop, man. America is gonna be worse than the third world country, man. And I want to get an account. Um, so I'll get that in 2 Kings 6:25. Cause this matter of fact, yeah, get that 2 Kings 6:25, and you not get Matthew 24. Get that Matthew 24 first. We're gonna read that, then we're gonna get that account. Get Matthew 24 and 21. Read 21 and 22. Then we're gonna get that account. 2 Kings. You got it, bro.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 21.
Yep.
For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days, days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, so the Lord said, the Yahweh Shah said it's gonna be tribulation. Hold on, I'm getting an echo. So. Okay, Yahweh Shah said, that it was gonna be tribulation on the earth, such as the earth has never seen. You see, and you gotta understand, it's been some horrible times on the planet Earth, man. Some horrible times. Like you remember that y'all remember that video I had put up about how them Russian troops were doing them German women, how they was raping women from 10 years old all the way to 80. So what's coming is gonna be worse than that. Well, women was getting raped 70 times in a row. That a time a time worse than that is finna come. You see? People wonder why the spirit on brothers, to go hard in the word, to be out there, rain, sleet, snow, cold. We know we need mercy, man. We keep reading about what's to come. We don't want no part of this, man. To be out there with no hedge in these times, man. So let's just get an account, on the time, all right, recording in the Bible. Get that in that 2 Kings 6:25. And this was when the Syrians besieged the northern tribes in Samaria. All right, you got it, bro.
This is 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver.
So you had 80 pieces of silver just to buy the head of an ass, man, of a donkey, so you can eat it, man. It was 80 pieces of silver, and that's a lot of money. And then 5 pieces of silver for dove dung, man. That's how bad it had gotten. All right, because what that siege, what did it do? It cut off the food supply chain. And what you keep hearing about, when you go to the alternative news sites, what they're doing to the food supply chain. See, America's just so big and massive, it's gonna take a while. It's taking a while to break it down, you see. But when they finally, get the get the clinch on their food supply chain, and people start going weeks and months without, it's gonna be a worse scenario than this. No telling what we finna see people eat, man. Yeah, you gonna see Instagram models, you know, probably eating the grass out her yard, man. You know, all
Yeah,
her around the house. You know, you got it, bro.
I was just gonna say, I just looked up, like it said, 5 pieces of silver for a dove's dung, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say 5 pieces is 5 ounces. So I did the math, and that's about $135 today. So they're spending $135 for dove poop.
And then if you 5 going to 80, how many times they did 15, 16, 17. So you probably looking like at 2,400, 2,500 for a donkey's head, you know, to eat
Yeah.
and through.
Hey, can I bring this up really quick?
You got it, bro. You gonna keep reading down on that too. Matter of fact, let him keep reading down on that. Then we gonna get it.
Fuck it.
It says, verse 26, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn.
Yeah, so like you finish that verse and then I'm gonna expound on it. Go ahead.
It says, out of the barn floor or out of the wine press. That's it.
Yeah, so you had these women, and they were seeing the king of Israel. Remember, the king is in luxury. You know, the king get the best meats. You know, the best, desserts. This is what he eat every day. You know, as a king, you get the best choice of everything out of your own livestock. You see, but he's walking around amongst the coming people through. You see, so then you had these women ask him, help the old king, and he like, look, where I'm gonna help you from? You know, the king probably look, what the fuck I'm gonna do, man? I'm here, I'm beside you, I don't even be around you. Shit, what I'm gonna do? I'm through, you through. If the Most High ain't doing nothing, ain't nothing gonna happen. We through, you know. Keep reading, bro.
John, it says, and the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, and did eat him, and said unto her on the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son.
Finesse, got him. Finesse, and this actually happened. So if Yahushua say it's gonna be a time of tribulation since the earth has never seen, well, we reading about an actual account that happened. So what's about to come? You see, when we talk about pride ceasing in the earth, man, Yahweh Shema Yahushua finna make a major statement, man, because this earth has become very satanic, man. You see, and we finna see the Most High through Yahushua make a heavy statement in the earth when he address pride, man. Because people done got beside themselves, man, with their pride. You see? But you got it, Anna.
Yeah, this on 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. I'm gonna start at 18. It said, "For because of their pride, the city should be troubled, their houses should be destroyed, and man should be afraid. A, a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." The lack of bread also going to the famine, and also money, most importantly, lack, the food, kick down your houses, man, looting, And can I jump down to 57 real quick?
And always, the main result is pride. Pride keep coming up and all these precepts, You got it, bro.
It said, jump down in 2nd Ezra 15 and 57, that children should die of hunger, and thou should fail through the sword, That city should be broken down, and all down should perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains should die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. This is what we coming into, you know, a time like no other. You know, cannibalism, they're gonna come back at all time high. You see? You got it.
Yeah, and the thing, I just want to make a quick point.
Yeah,
The thing about cannibalism is that spreads disease because it fucks up your body from the inside out. Because obviously you're not supposed to eat that, but it goes to your mental health too. So that's why, you know, all these zombie movies, it's really, you know, depicting cannibalism. You know, people starving and resorting to cannibalism, and then once those parasites go into your brain, like you're kind of retarded and you walk around fucked up, and you know your motor skills start depleting, and that's why, you know, the zombies, you know, walk around like fucked up. It's because when you start eating people and abominable foods, like yeah, those you know, it can affect not only your health but your mental health too.
It'll be a nightmare. And that's why you know, well, read that. Matter of fact, get that Isaiah. Yeah, go ahead, finish, read down Isaiah. Read verse 12.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
See, we finna see all this high value talk. We finna see. Cause a nigga making 500,000, that ain't gonna matter in that day. You know? You making 500 FRN notes a year, 500,000 FRN notes a year, that's not gonna matter at all. You see, it's gonna be the men, all right, of Yahweh Shema Al Shai that's gonna be exalted, man. And see, they're gonna see that mercy. You know, mercy, like you say, attention to new currency. Now, well, mercy gonna be the new currency when this going down. You see, and the men of the Lord will have it in abundance, man, because of what we're doing now. You see, matter of fact, let's get you know, I get Hosea 10 and 12. Y'all can get Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. And Karab, since you and Isaiah, get Isaiah 32 and 2. You know, we gonna this what we doing now. This is gonna pay out way more, you know, than FRN. But you got you know.
This is Hosea 10 and 12. It reads, sow to yourselves in righteousness, reap in mercy, break up your fellow ground, for it is the time to seek the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh till he come and rain righteousness upon you.
Yep. Hey, so it said, sow to yourselves in righteousness so we can reap in mercy. You see? So the discipline we showing, the sacrifice we give, you know, doing these live streams, you know, brothers reading, brothers be researching, brothers watching the news, posting, you know, current events in the chat. That's sowing righteousness unto yourself, you know. So when the time to come, we can reap in mercy, because mercy gonna be that currency that's gonna be sought out for, you know, not actual silver, not actual gold, you know, not no damn Bitcoin. You see, it's gonna be mercy. It's gonna be going down in the earth. You gonna need mercy. That's gonna be the currency, and the men that have been sowing in righteousness is gonna have that abundance and mercy, man. All right, that's that. You know, so get that in Sirach 10 and
12.
nah, get 21. Yeah, get 21.
21.
Yep.
All right. This is Sirach. It's a Sirach 10 and 21. It says, "The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof."
Yeah, so the fear of the Lord go before obtaining authority. Hey, because now we gonna have the leverage, because we gonna have the mercy. Just like niggas with money, they have the leverage in this society because they have a currency that's covered it after. You see, that a lot of people want because people want certain lifestyles, you know. So that's gonna be a form of authority, us having mercy in that day. You see, keep reading, bro.
Okay, it says, "Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord."
Yeah, so we hold that as the number one priority because you got brothers, that make decent money. You got brothers, that's doing real well. You see, but they still prioritize their life around what, man? This ministry, man. Through what? The fear of the Lord. They're occupied in building, all right, this spiritual house, man. You see? Can you read?
It says,
Jump to 24. Jump to 24.
jump to 24, so it says, "Great men and judges and what is that?
Potentates. Potentates. Yep. And that goes into a ruler. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, it says, "Shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord."
Yet there is none of them greater than he that feared the Lord. All right. So he said, great men, judges, all these, people in these higher ups, in society. All right. But there's none greater than them that fear the Lord, because the type of payoff we're going to have, that favor and mercy that we're going to have in the time of judgment is going to be above all these ranking positions, even the elites. The elites with trillions of dollars, they the kings of the earth. They can make these decrees, and, the world really, has to take heed to their decrees, but those that fear the Lord are greater than them. Why? Because in the time when they're getting judged and jacked up, all right, the men that fear the Lord will have favor and mercy in those times. So get that Isaiah 32 and 2.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. And a man should be as an hiding place from the wind, and a comfort from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
Yeah, so that's gonna be what? A relief. You see? Hey, because rivers in a dry place, that's relief. You sweating, you on the journey, you sweating, you dehydrating, you see, you're getting weak, then you run into some cool spring water full of minerals, that's relief, that's a replenisher, that's stability, because even when Gad and Reuben, when they used to travel, what did they travel by? They traveled by the water, man, because their water was stability, because they could drink the water, they could bathe in the water, they can go fishing. You see, their water was their stability, man. So that river in a dry place, that's gonna be stability, because this place gonna be through. This place gonna be parched, man. You see, because the resources gonna dry up, because money not gonna mean nothing. You're not gonna have access to food, that convenience. You see, so this place finna dry up, and the men of the Lord gonna be walking around, like a river in a dry place, man. You see, so there's nothing above what we doing. You see, and that's why you're gonna get all right. This and this is what's gonna lead to. Matter of fact, you can get it. Now you had some. Okay, come. So I'll get that in Isaiah 4:1. See, this one, this gonna come into play. You see, we can't put this in effect now, but this is gonna come into play, and we're gonna see why, because it's gonna be so bad. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yep. Hey, because they gonna see that mercy on brothers. They gonna see that stability on brothers, man. They gonna see brothers in a good case in the midst of this chaos, man. You know, and those women are gonna want to be around mercy, man. See, these women gonna get into survival mode quick. You see, that pride, that masculinity, you know, a lot of this gonna go. Now, for majority of these women, they through. You know, the spirit gonna be on brothers not to even, look that way. You see, but you gonna have, women that the men are gonna have mercy on, man. You see that the men of the Lord gonna have mercy on, man. But it's gonna get that bad, all right. That first this first class society is gonna be knocked down so far, that they, like I say, their pride gonna leave, man. You're gonna be worried about the other woman and all that old type of stuff, and no, you gonna get exactly what the program, the most I finna shake this thing up, man. But you got it, brother had something.
I just want to say that's why I say a man wisdom make his face to shine, and
Yep.
that's gonna be the stability of our time, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So they gonna know.
But yeah, you go back to the Isaiah, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Yeah, that's gonna be the missiles hitting. That's gonna be your house shot and the heavenly host coming to this realm. It's gonna cause this place to shake to and fro, like a drunkard, like the scriptures say. Read on.
And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land.
Yeah, because these nations, as Esau getting jacked up by judgment, man, we're gonna see nations fall back from Esau, man. And Esau gonna be the prey in the earth. He's used to being, on the offensive and just having his way. But see, it's coming to a time where he's gonna be a prey, and it's gonna be from the elites all the way to Joe Sixpack, man, because like I said, before them troops and the militias, kick in, hey, Travante gonna be wearing Joe Sixpack ass out, man. So Esau finna be terrorized on every level, in the earth. You see, he gonna be like a chase road that no man taketh up. Cause see, for the longest, what Esau, he's been protected. You see, the Most High put that, that exemption on him. Where he really, people weren't getting at him like that, but see, it's fading off of him, man. And like it says in get that in Ezekiel 30, 35, I think 6. Yeah, 35 and 35 and 6. His brother freeze him. He might did. Yeah, get that for me, Zah. That Ezekiel 35 and 6.
All right. 35 and 6.
Yeah.
All right. It reads, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yep. So Esau was through the earth, slaughtering, massacring, doing this thing when he was in his power. But as he come out of power, now he finna start getting that same treatment, man. Blood gonna pursue him, man. You see? And it's gonna be on all levels, So you can go back to the Isaiah, bro.
This is Isaiah 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, so you coon niggas, All right, the nigga woman that's linked to this society. You see, Esau a hot boy. You know, here it is. You in the car with the hottest nigga in the hood, man. Everybody looking for this nigga, man. You see, he done rob, he done kidnap, he done shot, nigga mama house up, but you in the car with him, talking about we going to the store, get a black and mild, man. And you in the car with this nigga, man. That's how it is. That's how it's gonna be when the Mosai start jacking Esau up, man. And you still attached to this society, man. You know, you gonna get the same treatment that this guy gonna get. You see? Because when Jake see that nigga that he want, he don't care who in the car with him.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how it's gonna be. You in the car with with a hot boy. You got it though, man.
That whole car gets shot up, man.
Man, you getting everybody. Yeah, you with them too. This Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go, Salakia, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, you with them, man. You going to get it too, man.
Yeah, I got something real quick. This is, I can work it out?
Yeah, you got it.
This Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of our sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yep. Hey, so we're being delivered from Yahweh by Shema Shai. You see, El Gazak, he made that statement the other day, how, we need to be delivered from Yahweh by Shema Shai, because it's his anger that's judging the earth. See, Esau just going to be a part of it, but then it's going to come a time where Esau, he going to be terrorized. So we need to be saved from the one, who's at the top, sending the terror, But Jacob, he's cleaving to Esau, and Esau just a weapon, So I say we finna see a lot of people lose, man. Everybody finna lose except the elect,
That's why the Lord said, "Come out of her." So you want to be partakers of her punishments, of plagues, man. Mm-hmm. Like it just said, hand join the hand, the wicked should not go unpunished, man.
And we spiritually come out this place now. We detached now. So we can get physically detached from this place and during judgment, man. You see?
Yeah, you don't want the same ass whooping as Esau.
Nah, you don't want no part of what he got coming.
You don't want no ass whooping, period, from the Lord, man.
Right.
Yeah. You got that. You got it back in Isaiah, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be full, and their wives ravished.
All right. Kids dashed to pieces, man. Hey, because see, people don't understand, it's gonna be chaos on a domestic level, with the citizens of America. But them troops you gonna see foreign boots in America, man. Them foreign boots coming, man. And see, America been balling on everybody. America, because they see, like, when people is starving, America still have, like, see, what folks don't understand, like, the earth be catching hell, but see, America be over here at the dunk contest, goddamn the Super Bowl, but these other nations, they getting their infrastructure bombed to hell and back. Yep. You see? So when them foreign troops touch down here in the streets of America, man, you people can get ready, man. Yep. Hey, your kid through, your wife, through. They're gonna be running through men's wives in front of them, man. Cause what they gonna do? You see? So yeah, it is what it is, man. That's gonna be part of the Most High's anger too. Like the Most High anger is gonna be in everything. It's gonna be in the missiles. It's gonna be in the foreign troops. It's gonna be just on people that's around here. Death angels gonna be on people. Like the Lord's anger gonna be everywhere. He gonna be utilizing everything to execute his anger, man. A wild beast, you know. But you got it now.
I got precept.
You got precept, correct?
This is Isaiah 66:16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord should be many.
Yep. You know, that's the how shall no chariot. You know, the ultimate pull up. You know. I think that was it. But yeah, you can matter of fact, I get that Zechariah 14:2. We'll start at 1, bro. And then we go back in Isaiah.
This is Zechariah 14:1. Behold, the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, cometh, and that spoil should be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the cities should be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. And half of the cities should go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people should not be cut off from the city.
Yep, and it said all these nations, that's gonna be them UN troops, man.
Yep.
You know, troops from everywhere. And see, you know, that's nothing but the elite's ultimate militia. You know, these UN troops. All right, these are the troops of the beast. You know, and who's going to be number one? All right, on the list. You know, of extermination, man. The tribes, man. You know, it's a bounty on Jake head, man. You know, you got here the least got a bounty on you niggas head, and you celebrating a damn George Floyd case. But this what's coming.
Right.
Hey, the Lord got a banner on the 2 thugs. They got to pay him.
Yeah.
Like I say, what's the second Ezra, the chapter? They gotta pay for all the blood they done in their past life to the prophets in this life, man, for giving Yahweh Shai up. So they gotta pay for all this, man.
Yep.
And you know it's the Lord doing.
Yep.
At the beginning of the chapter, it said the day of the Lord coming, man.
Mm-hmm.
The women ravished. That's part of the women on judgment, man. Not only the man go get judged, the women, the whole nation of Israel gonna be judged as a whole, man, whether it be good or evil.
Come on, bro.
Kill 9 and 4,
Ezekiel 9 and 4.
all the way down, man. Hey, little kids, man, it's gonna be
terrible,
it's gonna
man.
be terrible, man. It's gonna be going down.
You know, then you read like Ezekiel, you say, "Cry how the sword should be upon my people, man." You know, and the wicked is the what that Psalm 17:13. The sword is the most high whooping stick, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want to celebrate George Floyd case and shit, talking about true justice. You know,
right.
Finish
Through.
Yeah, it's a beautiful point. You know, because ultimately it is, you know, the Most High got a bounty. You know, like you said, bro. The Most High got a bounty on niggas' head, man. The nigga woman, you see, and no one's considered how displeased, you know, Yahweh Shema Shai is with the earth, man. You know, so he just gonna show, you know, how displeased he is, man. You know, yeah, you can go back in Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which should not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in it.
Yeah, and the Medes, you know, is the Russians. You know, and speaking of the Russian that's being stirred up, because that's all you hear about. Now I got a clip, you know. Let me share the screen. Let's see. Yep. There we go. But yeah, just dealing with Russia, you know, we're just gonna watch, you know, about 5-6 minutes of it, you know, but just gonna give what's it's gonna go into what's going on over there. Now this website is from I mean not this website, but the channel is Dinah Amelia. You know, when I shrink the screen back down, we'll get that channel. Like I say, she's pretty good at keeping up, you know, with you know, the conflicts that's going on over there. You know, but once again, she tries to go in the Bible as well, you know, which, you know, once they do that, it'd be over with, you know. But she does have pretty good content, you know, keeping up, you know, what's going over there in their region, you know. So we're gonna deal with the Medes, all right, because it said the Medes will be stirred up. Now let's get that word stirred up in the blue letter. Isaiah 13. All right, and that word stir, all right, is our war. Our war. All right, it says to rouse oneself, to awake, to awaken, all right, to be aroused, all right, to act in an aroused manner, you know, to raise up, to lift up. You see? And we didn't hear about Russia this much, you know, going back 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. But now that's all you hear, man, because the Lord, you know, is stirring that nation up, all right, because Russia has a purpose within the Lord's, you know, agenda, you know, especially against America, you know. So I'm going to play it. Y'all brothers, let me know if y'all can hear it.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. It's Dina Calmetti here. And for today's headlines, we have some big news to talk about. Now, I originally was going to bring you guys a political piece in regards to the U.S. because there is so much that is happening here. On the other hand, there is a lot that's happening with Russia and China and the Philippines. So I made a snap decision to bring you guys some headlines in regards to these nations because things are definitely heating up. Take, for instance, this report in regards to the U.S. Strategic Command and Space Command that are set to warn the world of the spectrum of a conflict today that could rapidly lead to nuclear war. The U.S. Military Command Wing, in its annual posture statement, will also describe how the U.S. military will conduct its budgetary 2022 spending. But the U.S. Commander Charles Richard will speak in front of the House Armed Services Committee and the Senate Committee on Armed Services this week. The U.S. Stratcom outlines the U.S. military's readiness for combat and its strategic vision for how it will address future conflict possibilities. It will also outline the unpredictable conflict that could escalate rapidly into nuclear war. U.S. Stratcom outlines that this outcome could be decided upon when certain nations consider nuclear force as their least bad option. The Strategic Command will deliver its statement on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and will be led by Commander Richard, alongside the U.S. Space Command's commander, James Dickinson. And he has described the difficulty of the Strategic Command's role as being one of preparing for a war that has never been fought before. It goes on further to report that last month, the command warned that the U.S. must now be...
You heard she said, you know, they had to prepare for a war that's never been fought before. You see, which when you get so I'll get Isaiah 9 and 6 about Bashar. Hey, because you remember Yakanum, we was reading about those missiles in Joel. It said that it has never been a people like it, and there'll never be one after, you know. Hey, because a nuclear war has never been fought before. You had America drop those atomic bombs, but it wasn't no back and forth. You know, America dropped those 2 atomic bombs, and they really, set everybody down. You see, but this is gonna be a nuclear war. It's gonna go back and forth. All right, but we know all missiles lead to America. All right, but you got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 9. It said,
5. Yeah, 9 and 5. So like,
Isaiah 9 and 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire."
So this is a different type of warfare, that the earth is finna see. And earth has never had this much destructive power between these nations, man. All right, weapons have, developed a long way, and the Most High allowed that just for this time, man, because that's all you hear, nuclear, the war going nuclear, man. You see, that's the Most High putting that spirit in the earth of nuclear war, because it's prophesied to be so. That's what's going to turn America into a desert. All right.
Oh, if I can add real quick,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
The latest Call of Duty game, right? It's called Cold War, and they based it off of the Cold War, the conflict, the proxy wars between Russia and America. And like in their recent update, they had their Warzone map, which is like a battle royale map where it's like free for all, everybody fights for themselves. But they had the map get hit with a nuclear bomb. So that's that preemptive programming on the left-hand side, showing you that they know that a nuclear war is, inevitable eventually. We're just waiting on the time to come.
Everything playing out exactly according to prophecy, man.
Be primed for a full-scale nuclear war with China or Russia. Mr. Richard had stated that the chances of an apocalyptic conflict with the rival superpowers is now a very real possibility. His stark World War III warning, which came amid mounting global tensions, was made in a major new review of the current balance of nuclear firepower. He also wrote that there is a real possibility that the regional crisis with Russia or China could escalate quickly to a conflict involving nuclear weapons if they perceived a conventional loss would threaten the regime or state. He claimed that both countries have now begun to aggressively challenge international norms in ways that have not been seen since the height of the Cold War. In the meantime, over in Russia, the Russian defense minister has again emphasized in new comments addressing a board meeting of the Russian Defense Ministry on Tuesday that the amassing of additional troops in the south, specifically Crimea and near the border with Ukraine, is being undertaken in a response to NATO's own destabilizing maneuvers in the region. What he called a week ago readiness drills remains necessary for strategic deterrence. This is in direct contradiction to Ukrainian and U.S. officials that claimed that the Kremlin may be preparing some kind of offensive. For example, on Monday, the Pentagon press secretary said that the mustering of Russian troops, which is bigger even than in 2014, has resulted in a violation of Ukrainian sovereignty and territorial integrity. He said that this is based on the Biden administration position that Crimea belongs to Ukraine. But Russia's defense minister said in the Tuesday meeting that NATO's attempts to destabilize the situation in the Middle East is forcing Russia to take symmetric measures as strategic deterrence. And it doesn't end there.
So you see, what's going on in the Middle East is affecting everything, globally with all these nations, man. You see? So Russia, all right, they seen NATO, trying to, bulk up, military and equipment, over there in that region by Ukraine. So, hey, Russia pulled up, like, what the fuck y'all doing? You see all this, it's tense, man. You can't just move troops around and folks chilling. No, man, you know, everybody on edge, man. Everybody, don't nobody trust nobody, because everybody always hollering, oh, we just doing drills. No, we gonna do drill too then. We both doing drill, We gonna, y'all here, we here. You see? And that's what you got, going on in the earth, man. hey, nation pulling up, man. You know, and pretty soon, you know, like you say, it's gonna be war. You know, y'all brothers had something. I'm gonna let it play some more. Y'all good? Okay, come. Let me go back into it.
There. A new video shows a Russian warship launching multiple cruise missiles in the Black Sea. It comes as new satellite images shows Russia's expanding military lineup near Ukraine, with Su-30 fighters lined up on a runway in Crimea, which were not there last month. Now, other chilling satellite images showed thousands of Russian soldiers in armored vehicles poised to invade from a base in Crimea. It goes on further to report that pictures from the ground revealed by CIT also show rows of tents and a large number of military vehicles in the Russia's southwestern region, which borders Ukraine. And in the meantime, Russia has introduced temporary restrictions on flights over parts of Crimea and the Black Sea from April 20th until April 24th. The area has been declared temporarily dangerous for aircraft flights. Now, some military sources are claiming that Russia is planning a major warship assault to seize Ukraine.
So Russia, you know, gonna create some no-fly zone, man. You see? And Russia like, look, yeah, you know, don't be doing all this flying, you know, all of those shit, you know, sit y'all head down, you know. All this moving around, look, don't fly around here, you know, because hey, you know, hey, Russia sleeping with the pistol on the pillow, goddamn, you know. So this is how these nations feel. This is where they at, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody see everybody niggas over here playing like I say niggas talking about the next stimulus and that stupid shit, man. You know, these folks over here telling people don't even fly around here, man. You know, go the other way. Nah, the air closed. How nigga gonna tell you the air closed, man? You know? That's where they at with it, man. You see? And them moving them troops. Look, ain't none of this stuff free, man. You gotta feed them troops. You gotta house them. You know, you gotta clothe them. You know, you talking about hundreds of thousands of troops. Them folks not doing that, you know, to be cute, man. You know, they trying to see what's good, man. I'm gonna let a little more play.
Ukraine's water supply. And some Ukrainian military insiders believe that the most likely attack will be a maritime and land assault in the south from Crimea. Now, in addition to all of this, the Russian president has said that the vast majority of the country's Soviet-era atomic stockpile will soon be replaced by modern weapons, warning that Moscow is intent on defending itself against foreign aggression. Speaking as part of his annual address to the Federal Assembly in Moscow on Wednesday, President Putin said that his government wants to have positive relationships with everyone on the international stage, including those with whom relations have broken down recently. He said that we really don't want to burn bridges, but at the same time, he cautioned that those who mistake this stance for weakness need to know that Russia's response to any aggression will be swift and harsh. Those planning provocations, he said, will regret their deeds in a way they have not regretted anything else for a long time. As part of the country's plans to defend itself, he said, its stockpile of strategic weapons is currently being overhauled, updating older Soviet-era equipment in favor of next-generation technology, such as hypersonic and laser. Among the overhaul, he revealed that the advanced RS-28 Sarmat missile will be delivered to troops in the field from 2022. A heavy intercontinental ballistic missile that boasts up to 15 nuclear warheads, which can be directed against individual targets and could each deliver 350 kilotons of atomic hellfire. Ship-mounted missiles and other next-generation projectiles are also slated for deployment in the near future. Finally, the Russian leader stated,
He said they got warheads. They can hit 15 different targets, man. So you got one projectile, and if they shoot it, you know, let's say they shoot it to Memphis, one warhead break off, you know, go hit Nashville. The other one break off, hit Chattanooga. The other one break off, hit Jackson. You know, the other one break off, hit Little Rock. You see? Hey, the Most High not playing, man. See, everybody else playing. You see, this real. Like, what you think this is a, this real. These folk got this, man. Just for America. You
Hey,
see? You got it, bro.
hey, it's like the missile shooting buckshots, man. Shit just spreading
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, she also said that they're updating their weapons from the Soviet era, and that made me think of the scriptures that said put pruning hooks into the jaws of Gog and Magog. You know,
Yeah.
and also the tensions that's like happening right now is around those areas like Ukraine that used to be part of the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Uzbekistan.
That's the whole
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro. It's like it, bro.
Yeah, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Armenia, Georgia, Ukraine. Those were all formerly part of the Soviet Union. So you can see, and Putin was around when the Soviet Union was like he was like high ranking office when the Soviet Union was going on.
Yeah.
Like, but Americans, man, they forget history like that, especially in this social media age. It's like, man, stories go out the ass like a year later.
And a nigga don't know what the USSR is or was. But you got it, bro.
I had a quick one. This Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals and the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy."
Yeah. Hey, because now they're Smith is these scientists, and these engineers, hey, because scripture talk about how the Most High put, instructions, within man, while he's sleeping, So these all these ideas that these engineers and scientists are coming up with, the way they modifying these weapons, the Most High is putting it in their mind just to destroy America. You see? Like the Most High got a play just for America, man. All this missile technology. You see? Matter of fact, since you said that you can get that that Joel 3:9. Yep. And then I'm gonna let a little bit of it play, and then we'll read on through.
This is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yep, let the weak say I'm strong. Like you just said, bro. Them advancing their updating, their nuclear stockpile. All right, because they still gonna use them old missiles too, but they just gonna have some new thing, it's gonna come with it. But like you said, because even the USSR, when it first broke up, they was on the brink. They were doing bad economically. They had got weak. Russia had got weak. By what NATO, and EU did to it. By taking those different countries, from Russia, and that kind of hurt their economy. But see, now they're back in their superpower, like you say, them hooks in their jaws, man. Being brought forth. The Most High, is putting in their spirit like, nah, let's hey, we finna get to it, fuck letting it slide, Jake getting that spirit, damn with letting it slide, what what Shot of Red told Jesus, I know you ain't gonna let it go down like this. Nigga body your style, he's trying to sound like you, Hey, the Most High hyping these nations up, man. You see, just for America, man. America done. Like these weapons we talking about, they coming here. You see, they in Russia now, but they coming here. Matter of fact, now get that second Esdras 16 and start.
13.
Yeah, just get straight to the point.
Second Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
They begin to be shot to the ends of the world. See, right now, their weaponry is being developed on the other side of the world, but it's being developed to come here. You know? It said they are sharp, which means what? They're deadly. Something sharp, that means it's deadly. You see? What 300? What she said? 350 kilotons. You know? Because you go into see if I can pull it up.
Hey, can I finish going when you pull it up?
Yeah, you got it. You can break it down too, bro.
It said, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, it shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. That lets you know this ain't talking about a bow and arrow. This talking about the missiles, man.
Right.
Because the prophets, back then wasn't no nuclear missiles. There wasn't in their vocabulary back then.
Yeah.
See, the prophets was just comparing it, to what they saw in their time. So this lets you know these missiles, nuclear missiles is in the Bible, man. This is not a fantasy, this is not a fantasy book. But Jake believe in Santa Claus and shit like that.
Right.
So this the last plague, like I say in 2 Peter's on the 3rd chapter, melt with fervent heat. The elements melt should be melted, man.
That's that finishing move, man. Or like on Mortal Kombat, finish him.
Yep.
That's the Most High just finishing your ass, man, by fire.
Yeah, that's a cleansing.
Cleansing agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They say they will not miss, man. So Most High gonna be Steph Curry with the missiles, man. Them just they're gonna hit. They're gonna they're gonna hit their mark, man.
Yeah, GPS on them.
GPS. You got it, bro. It's a lot.
Y'all good, bro. Hey, let the spirit flow. I was just over here looking up now the atomic bomb in Hiroshima had 15 kilotons of TNT. But they said that the missile that Russia got 15 warheads, and each warhead got 350 kilotons in it. So if you times 350 times 15, that's 5,250 kilotons on one projectile.
Damn.
And they got stockpiles of them. So yeah, man, it's done.
Man, hey, did what you said? They got one warhead can destroy the size of Texas.
Yep.
Shit.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna let a little bit of this play, and then we'll read the rest of it. Isaiah.
That we have patience, self-confidence, and righteousness on our side. I hope no one will think of crossing red lines in their relations with Russia. Where that line sits is ours to determine. Those are definitely some fighting words coming from the Russian president, and I am sure that he means every single word of it. But in the meantime, the Ukrainian president has proposed a face-to-face meeting with President Putin. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens.
The boy trying to talk it out, goddamn. Motherfucker, goddamn, you crazy shit, man. Shit, let's talk, goddamn. Fuck.
What did Putin say? He said we had something in righteousness on our side, so it'd be well advised to not cross any red lines.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah.
And the boy pouring speaking bars over there.
Yeah. Now, mother trying to have a meeting, because first y'all bring troops out, and then I bring my troops out. Now y'all want to have a meeting.
Right.
What
you scared of?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Y'all Edomites here. Let's talk this shit out.
You got Edomites fighting over their own blessings, man. They can't, like, you got two children fighting over the game until one just break the game. So that's what you have now, man. They're just gonna take each other out.
Yeah, a house divided.
Yep.
Hey, but you got Karat.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 18. The bows also shall dash the young men into pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, and their eyes shall not spare children.
Yep, go ahead.
In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
With fire, all right. Those missiles, go ahead.
And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelled in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pinch tent there, and neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Yep, hey, because of hey, Ishmael, from cornerstones. Oh, with that culture, that American culture, is finna be devoured, man. You see, go ahead.
But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Yep, go ahead.
And the wild beasts of the lands, of the lands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Yeah, so it's gonna happen on the exact second it's supposed to happen. Like scripture say, you got bounds that this place can't happen. So, this the end game. This is a vision that was seen, concerning all right, America, man. And we're gradually, building up, to that point. You see, but y'all brothers had any closing statements? Well, like this where we at, man. Prophecy, is reality. That's how you gotta look at prophecy as reality. All right, the Most High is preparing a hell of a destruction, for the daughter of Babylon. All right, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. There's a destruction being prepared. We're just watching it, build up. So we pray, that you brothers, when you few sisters was edified. Once again, gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostle, LG, and Mesh, rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings salutations to the hopeful elect. The next time, say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.